Now let's check out the horse of the meet from last season at Bally's Dover. It was Penzance Hanover. Here he is in one of his impressive performances.
There goes Penzance Hanover out for the lead, right alongside, moving on up. Rose Run Uriah farther out, up after the lead, and Rose Run Uriah gets the lead. Back to second, Penzance Hanover moving up third, getting away fourth, Last Gunfighter. Another two, Shooby-Doo, getting away last, Better Memories. They make their way around the first turn and getting the lead, Rose Run Uriah, but retaking it now will be Penzance Hanover. Rose Run Uriah back to second, happy to be there. Moving on up third, quarter time, 26 1/5. They make their way by the stands, Penzance to the front. Rose Run Uriah moving on up third. 2 lengths to Last Gunfighter, followed by Shooby-Doo. At the end is Better Memories. Field makes the way toward the clubhouse turn. Penzance Hanover, a length and a half. Sitting in second, Rose Run Uriah, followed by moving on up. Last Gunfighter is third. Racing fourth, Shooby-Doo out from last, Better Memories. They make the way into the clubhouse turn on the way over toward the half, Penzance Hanover. A length and a half leader over Rose Run Uriah, moving on up third. Still fourth, Last Gunfighter, Better Memories to the outside, going by Shooby-Doo. 54 2, Shooby-Doo will probably follow Better Memories. They head up the backstretch. And opening up now by 2 lengths, 2.5 is Penzance Hanover. Rose Run Uriah there, followed by moving on up. Better Memories up into fourth. Last Gunfighter back to fifth. And to the outside, Shooby-Doo. Field races into the far turn, leading away Penzance Hanover. Here comes moving on up for the first time up on the outside, 3/4, 122 1 around the final turn. And the leader, Penzance Hanover, moving on up, trying to get by Rose Run Uriah. No one else gaining. They come toward the top of the stretch. They straighten away, and Penzance Hanover owns up 2.5, 3 lengths. They come off the turn, and it's Penzance Hanover with a big lead. Into second, moving on up toward the inside. Rose Run Uriah coming through the stretch. Penzance Hanover moving up, coming on the outside. Penzance Hanover makes it again. Penzance moving on up, and Rose Run Uriah, 150.
Penzance Hanover wins this top pacing class in 150 flat at Delaware's 5/8 mile oval for owner Art Stafford Jr., who's also the trainer and the driver. The 8-year-old had an incredible 2021-2022 season at Dover and was voted the United States Harness Writers Association's Horse of the Meet by the Delaware Valley chapter. The pacer competed 20 times during the meet, earning 6 wins, 5 seconds, and 3/3, with over $150,000 in purses earned. Penzance Hanover has not competed in a parimutuel event since May 30th at Harrington Raceway. So I stopped by his barn to talk with Stacy Stafford, who trains and manages the stable along with her husband, Art Stafford Jr., to get the 411 on this standout pacer. Plus, we got a chance to talk with Art and Stacy's son, Ashton, who has a special bond with the sensational Standardbred. Stacy, he's horse of the meet at Dover Downs, and then we see him race during the month of May at Harrington, and then he's like not racing. I don't know where he is, and I missed him. What is going on?
He takes the summer off. Penzance does not like hot weather in any way, shape, or form. He melts. He's like a snowman. So he's been on R&R. He's been back in training since the middle of August. He just qualified back at Dover on Tuesday and finished second in 54 and a piece and come first up last quarter in 27 and change. And we're pretty content with that. And I don't know if he is, but we are. He likes his job. He just doesn't like the preparation for the job. Kind of like, this is beneath me. Why do I have to do this?
He wants to be game time. He just doesn't want to go to practice.
You got it.
So you guys have had him for, well, it'll be 2 years in February, and he actually has a special relationship with one of your sons, right?
Our youngest son, Ashton, who loves the horses just like me, and him are buddies on and off the track. Ashton jogs them during the week. Ashton's gone slow miles with him, and they're buddies.
Tell me about this bond that you have with Penzance Hanover. Did it start like immediately, or did it take a while?
I would say it started immediately. Like, after the first or second start, I can just remember Dad telling me to go grab my horse so that I could take him out to jog. And, I mean, I've always liked him. The day that he came, I thought that he was a very interesting horse and very cool. And I like that he's very chill, doesn't do too much out of the ordinary, just does his job.
So you mentioned his personality a little bit, and your mom also did. You seemed like a very cheerful type of kid, but your mom described him sort of like a grumpy old man earlier to me. So how are those personalities getting along?
We get along pretty good. I mean, he's not a big fan of going to jog. Gotta make him jog a little bit, but he gets a little tired, a little grumpy, but I cheer him up, I think. He's usually happy after he races. I just think he's a very simple horse. Like, he doesn't wear too much that's extravagant or anything extra when he goes to race. He wears a lot of simple stuff, and he just goes with it.
What about this upcoming Dover meet? How psyched are you about this?
I'm pretty excited. I'm hoping that he can do what he did last year, maybe a little bit more. But I just hope that he does his job and that we're happy with him.
How excited are you about this new meet and having him racing again?
I'll be a lot more excited once it gets cold. Even though I hate the cold, he loves the cold, so I have to take the high road and go with him on it.
Well, sweater weather is right around the corner, but when you've got a horse heating up the racetrack like Penzance Hanover, the winner's circle is definitely a cozy place to be.